Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome to the Bhagavad Gita Sarartha Varshini Tika of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and the Rasik Ranjan, which is the sub-commentary to the Sarartha Darshini Tika, which is of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So we have completed chapter 7 and it took us around 6 classes, which is good enough, I feel. Each chapter will take around 6 to 7 classes, which is a fair, good enough quality time for giving. And of course, last week we could not have many of the sessions because of some on-site seminars, and plus there was a festival also, and some travel schedule also upset the evening schedule. So please forgive me for that. We are trying to be as consistent as possible with, a combination of some on-site and online seminars. But we are going to continue this verse by verse, and we are trying to going to complete this discussion very soon in the next 1 or 2 months. Then we will do the last 6 chapters so that we have a complete repository of 18 chapters of mainly Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary with the added sub-commentary of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And the whole purpose of studying Sarartha Varshani Tika is to dive deeper into the Bhaktivedanta purports of Srila Prabhupada, appreciate what, how well is the Bhaktivedanta purports which, is covering, and in one sense, move towards more pure devotion, which Prabhupada mentions in his Bhaktivedanta purports, which is difficult to really fathom sometimes. So it is to more dive deeper into the Bhaktivedanta purports. So today we will be beginning with the 8th chapter. The 8th chapter, Srila Prabhupada titles as Attaining the Supreme. That is Srila Prabhupada's title. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says Yoga Mishra Bhakti Yoga. It is Bhakti Yoga, but it is mixed with Yoga Mishra, like Karma Mishra Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Mishra Bhakti Yoga. So the 8th chapter, he says it is Yoga Mishra Bhakti Yoga. That is devotion mixed with Ashtanga Yoga. So devotion is Pradhana. It's Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti, and it is mixed with Ashtanga Yoga. The word Pradhan is Bhakti. So that is why it is Yoga Mishra Bhakti Yoga. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur titles this as Taraka Brahma Yoga, the yoga of absolute deliverance. So Prabhupada aptly, gives the title as, the attaining the supreme. He keeps it very general because Tarak means, to deliver, and Brahma, the absolute truth. So attaining the supreme. So Prabhupada's title is very, very apt. I think he follows Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his title here. Now, coming to uh, the connection between chapter 7 and chapter 8. Anyone would like to throw light on what is the connection between what is the connection between chapter 7 and chapter 8? Anyone would like to throw some light on it? Anyone would like to try? Anyone would like to try? Govinda Nandini Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I just know both are part of Bhakti Yoga.
Pardon?
I just know that both the chapters are part of Bhakti Yoga.
You have been attending the last few classes, so you must be knowing
Yes.
what is the link between chapter 7 and chapter 8.
And
Parashakti Mataji, yes. Yes,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam to all. First of all, I could not attend the earlier sessions, but according to my small understanding, I can just give it a try.
Yeah.
Chapter 7 is the connection between the two chapters is like there is a gradual progression from Gyan to Vigyan, because chapter 7 is all about Gyan, what Krishna, he is the essence in what the taste in water, the light of the sun, like that. And eighth
Yeah.
is typically Bhagavad Gita 8 is like answering Arjun's questions about how to remember at the time of that. So it's basically the nature of the God and the soul. So it's basically the practical implementation. That's what I can just.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. So in chapter 7, especially 29 and 30, Krishna spoke about the fourth type of devotee. In the last class, we discussed this. I don't know how you're not able to recollect. He's a Sakama Bhakta. He's a Sakama Bhakta, but he's Mokshakami. Mokshakami. So which are the other three types? This is the fourth type I'm saying. Which are the other three types then? Let us see who will answer. Which are the other three types? Which are the other three types of devotees? Tirthpad Prabhuji.
प्रभुजी this artha arthati gyani jigyasu.
So there are three Sakama Bhaktas. Sakama Bhaktas. So there are the three types. Okay. Then there
Yes,
is
Prabhu.
one Nishkama Bhakta. This is the fourth type, sorry. This is the fifth type. That is the Mokshakami. So these are, again, they are called as Karma Mishra Bhakta. This is Jnana Mishra Bhakta. And this is the Yoga Mishra Bhakta. You know. So there is, of course, it's not the type here. The quantity, it is correct what I had written actually. This is correct in one sense. Yeah. So there are these three categories. This is one category. You know. So this is the first type. This is the second one. The third type was anyone knows what is it? The third? Why it's not so writing good. Yeah, now maybe. Anyone knows? The third one. The third type is the Kevala Bhakta, which is spoken in 7.1. This is all spoken in 7.16 P3. 7.16 P4. And this 7 point is the fourth type. This is correct what I had mentioned. So in total, there is 3 plus 1 plus 1, 4, 5, and this is 6. But types of bhakti, is different and the numbers are different here. Please remember. And there is one more which is spoken in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1 to 6. It is Nishkama Karma Yoga, through which either you become a Ashtang Yogi or a Gyan Yogi. Sorry, 1 second. Gyan Yogi, and you attain liberation. So this is the Guni Bhuta Bhakta. So this is the seven. So this is 7 types of devotees, but types of bhakti are different. So this bhakti is Gunibhuta Bhakti. This is Yoga Mishra Bhakti. This is Jnana Mishra Bhakti. This is Karma Mishra Bhakti. This is Kevala Bhakti. So I'm just writing in the serial order. Gunibhuta Bhakti, then the Kevala Bhakta, Karma Mishra Bhakta, the Jnana Mishra Bhakta, and the Yoga Mishra Bhakta. The Gunibhuta is chapter 1 to 6. Only one. Karma Mishra. Kevala Bhakta is only chapter 7.1. 1. Karma Mishra is 7.16. 3. Artho Arthati and Jigyase. Jnana Mishra is 7.16. Again, this is 1. And Yoga Mishra Bhakti is 7.29 to 30. This is 1. So 1, 2, 2 plus 3. Okay, I have to put here also 1, not 4. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. 7 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different types are there, in which these are in the middle 6 chapters. This was the first 6 chapters. I hope you are getting a clear understanding. Now, Krishna about this, the fourth type, the Mokshakami, he spoke Jara, Marana, Moksha in those verses. They know what? Adhyatma, Adi Bhuta, Karma, Adi Yagya, and Adi Daivam, and Prayana Kalecha. They know all these. So these were the terms Krishna used in the 7.29 and 30th verses. So 1 second, let me go to the 7th chapter end. Oh, we have done quite fairly good, 180 slides, and they know Brahma, Adhyatma, Karma. 3 terms are here. And then Adi Bhuta, Adi Daiva, and Adi Yagya. So 3 terms here, 3 terms, 6. And they know the Lord also, Mam, at the time of death. So there are 7 terms used about these Yoga Mishra Bhaktas. So Krishna is just describing, in the middle 6 chapters, Krishna is doing one thing you have to understand, that those things are a lot of jumbled. I have to have a very clear flow chart. Krishna in the first 6 chapters, chapters 1 to 6, Karma Yoga, and this is chapters 7 to 12, Bhakti Yoga, and chapters 13 to 18, Gyan Yoga. So Krishna, by coming into the middle 6 chapters, that is chapter 7 to 12, he has established Bhakti Yoga to be superior to Karma Yoga by 6.47 and 46 verse, right? He has established that. So Karma Yoga, actually Bhakti is your superior. Now within chapters 7 to 12, he is going to establish Kevala Bhakti Yoga is superior to Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. And in Pradhani Bhukta, there is Karma Mishra Bhakti, there is Jnana Mishra Bhakti, there is Yoga Mishra Bhakti. And again, some more divisions will come. You will be surprised. Will come. There are, in the 9th chapter, again, there are 3 more types of mixed devotion mentioned. And there is a 1 more type there. So you will be, utterly, flabbergasted, I can say. Array. So many types of mixed devotion he is going to compare with Kevala Bhakti and establish the superiority of Kevala Bhakti. So since he is establishing here another type of, Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti, Mokshakami, who knows these terms, Brahma, Adhyatma, Karma, Adi Bhuta, Adi Deva, Adi Yagya, and he knows Krishna also at the time of death. 7 questions. So Krishna is continuing the discussion, but Arjuna is going to ask in the beginning of this 8th chapter. Akshara Brahma Yoga is also the term used in the Gita, Gita press, Gita recitation book, So Akshara Brahma Yoga it is called. Akshara is supreme, Brahma is, attaining the supreme. Lord is addressed as Akshara here. So Krishna is going to now speak about this Yoga Mishra Bhakta, and he is going to compare with the Ananya Bhakta and establish in one sense the superiority of Ananya Bhakti. I hope you got the connection between chapter 7 and 8. If you have any questions on this, I can take it up now only. Any questions, any clarifications you have about this? Any questions, any clarifications? No. Okay. So now today we will take this first section, 1 to 4, Krishna's answers to Arjuna's first 6 questions. And the 7th question is in one sense answered in the end from the 5th verse till the end, because that is the most important part, and Krishna, continues to answer that 7th question from the 5th verse till the 28th verse. So that Prabhupada takes it as a essence, how to attain the supreme. So he puts his thrust on that. So now, before we go into this, understanding occurs when we connect objects, words, and concepts. So here you have to understand this because these terminologies are going to come up now. And sometimes if we are not familiar with the terminologies, then we don't get the correct. See, the objects are external and the concepts are internal in our mind, which we have to internalize with our intellect. And these concepts are spoken through words, which link the external or internal with the external. Okay. Now, let's take an example here. Example of a chair, or a table. Let's take the example of a table. Now, table, moment table, this word is spoken to you, then you conceptualize internally. Table means, it has 4 legs, simple. It can have 3 legs also, but generally it has 4 legs. Now, it can be a square table, it can be a rectangle table, it can be a round table with 4 legs, it can be of different. So there are different types of tables. But when we have these objects, then the concepts you can link to the objects. Now, basically, what will happen here, with respect to the terminologies which Krishna has used, they are only concepts and words. But the objects, is very difficult because they don't exist in a way they are manifested by which we can see and understand them. So that's why when the object is not personified in a physical way, it becomes difficult, for the concept to conceptualize in our intellect. So that is why these, terms which are used, Krishna just gives the definitions and just he goes ahead. But, they are quite technical, quite philosophical, and different acharyas give different meanings. That makes it still more difficult also. So we will try to get a general understanding what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying in his purport. We will stick to that. We will not stick to what, because Prabhupada takes a different explanation, Baldev Vidyabhushan takes a different explanation, because words are multivalent. Multivalence means there are one word, many concepts. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, Bandhuratmanasastu yenatmaivatmana jitata anatmastu shatrutve vartate atma shatruvat. So that Atma has been used 7 times, I feel there. So the word Atma can mean the soul, it can mean the body, it can mean determination, it can mean intelligence, it can mean body, it can mean senses, it can mean the mind also, it can mean the Lord also, Supreme Atma. So there is one word and there are many objects. And there are one concept and there can be many words to explain that concept also. So in Sanskrit, basically words have multivalence, even in English, but the spectrum is quite less, the scope. Because in Sanskrit, you can, through the sandhi, the joining, how you join, by different ways of joining different meanings from the root words, dhatu words, we can get. So just a minute, give me a minute, please. 1 second. Resume. So what I was trying to say that in English, the scope of the meanings is very less, but in Sanskrit, uh, has a wide variety of meanings based on the even context. And the meanings of the words can change with respect to the context. So words are multivalent, and that's why you'll see now this Brahman has been different meanings have been given. So let us now just see what Vishnu Chakra Thakur has to say. That's it. You know, if you read Bhaktivedanta Purports, Prabhupada might give a different little understanding, which is also valid. Hmm. So we will look into that also a little bit. But let us now first go into Arjuna's question, which is verses 1 and 2. Kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottam adhibhutam cha kim proktam adhidevam kim uchyate adhiyagyah katam kvatra dehesmin madhusudana prayana kale cha katam gheyosi niyatatmabhi. Arjuna said, what is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? Kim tad Brahma? Kim Adhyatma? What is Karma? Kim Karma? What is Adhibhuta? Adhibhuta cha Kim Prokta? And what is Adhideva? Adhidevam Kim Uchyate? O Supreme Person, Purushottama, what is Adhiyagya? Adhiyagya kaha? And how is he known in the body? Katam atra asmin dehe. How are you to be known at the point of death? Prayana kalecha katam gyosi, by those with concentrated minds. Nihita atma. Now here only you can see atma has a meaning of mind, not the body. So what is Brahman first? What is Adhyatma? Kim tad Brahma? Kim Adhyatma? What is Karma? Kim Karma? What is Adhibhuta? Adhibhuta Kim? What is Adhiyagya? Adhiyagya Kim? Sorry, here I'll write 5. And Adi Deva, and then Adi Yagya. Who is Adi Yagya and where does he reside in the body? And the 7th question is Prayanakale Katam. So Krishna just gives these definitions of the term and he just goes to the main thrust of the topic. And although these terminologies are very difficult concepts and highly technical, uh, we need to understand and get along. And ultimately, the essence is how to remember Krishna at the time of death, which is basically the entire chapter from 5 to 28. Remembrance by Yoga Mishra Bhakti, remembrance by Shuddha Bhakti, and which is more easier. So that's what Krishna will focus on. So we'll also focus on the same thing. Okay, so let's see Vishwanath Chakra Thakur's purport. In the 8th chapter, the Lord speaks about pure bhakti and yoga mishra bhakti in reply to Arjuna's questions. So Krishna is going to speak about pure bhakti, which is Kevala bhakti or Ananya bhakti, and yoga mishra bhakti. He also describes the two destination of the yogis. So here also there is going to be one section which will be the a very interesting section, which is which is called as the Devayana and the Pitrayana. Not Yagyayana. So this Krishna will speak in the Bhagavad Gita 8.23 to 27. And again the glory of pure bhakti will be brought out in 8.28. 26, I think, 23 to 26. 23 to 26, and the glory will be brought out in 8.27 and 28 in one sense. So Krishna will do that, He will speak about Yoga Mishra Bhakti also, and he'll compare to Ananya Bhakti. That will be from 8 point, it will come up 8 point maybe 11 to 13, Yoga Mishra Bhakti. 8.14 is Ananya Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti. Okay. So let's see that how it comes when it comes. At the end of the previous chapter, the Lord mentioned the knowledge of 7 items: Brahman, Adhyatma, Karma, Adhibhuta, Adhideva, Adhiyagya, and himself, Krishna. So I mentioned the chapter link from chapter 7 to chapter 8. Again, Vishwanath Chandra Thakur is also bringing up. This is in 7.29 and 230. Wanting to know about these things, Arjuna asks questions about them in the first 2 verses of this chapter. Who's the ruler of Yagya in the body, Atra Deha, and how should he be known in the body at the point of death? The sentence is completed in the next line of verse 2. Dehesmin Madhusudana. Okay, now the Lord begins to answer. There is no purport by Vishwanath Chandra Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur on this. Bhaktivinoda Thakur's purports are very, very brief in this chapter. Very few he has given purports. So let us now see third verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavamadhyatmamuchyate Bhuta Bhavudbhavo Kara Visarga Karma Samgita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, the Brahman is the supreme indestructible entity. Now here, as I mentioned, words are multivalent. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. It's a very enigmatic answer, Aksharam means it is indestructible. And Brahma can refer to the Supreme or even the Jiva in the liberated platform. And the Jiva is also Akshara. And so it can refer to both the Jiva in the liberated state, or it can refer to the Lord also. So here Vishwanath Chandra Thakur directly takes the meaning as the Lord only, Aksharam. Adhyatma is the Jiva. Swabhava Adhyatma Uchate. Now this also requires again, a lot of clarification, but it will come up. And till now, you had an understanding of karma. These terminologies of karma we had taken up. I hope you all remember now. What are the different meanings of karma? Who will answer? Let us see. What are the different meanings of karma? Vinita Mataji, what are the different meanings of karma?
The different sakam karma, nishkam karma, all the actions under different categories.
That's not an answer, I feel.
Okay. Exact
You
words,
have to,
Prabhuji.
karma. What is the first meaning of karma? Karma term, what it has meaning? You are speaking about sakama karma and nishkam karma, but
Karma is the action, Prabhuji, that we do.
yes, correct. Karma means in general action. Okay, what else meaning karma can have?
By mind, body.
No, Mataji, whether you do actions with mind, body, words, I'm not, the different meanings of the karma can take up.
Karma is one action, what we are doing now. And
No, no,
okay,
no.
reaction.
You are not
Yes, the
getting.
reaction.
Then there is law of action and reaction.
Reaction.
And then there is what? Sukarma, pious action.
And vikarma.
And then there is impious action, vikarma. There is sinful actions. Pious action give to pious results. And sinful action give to sinful results. Here, when we are speaking, we are just speaking in a generic sense. Any action is called as karma.
Right.
Mother might tell the son, do your karma, man. So it means, he has to study for him. And I'm facing this health issues because of my karma. When you say, there you're not meaning karma as action. Means I'm suffering
As a
my
reaction.
reactions.
Reaction.
And when you say the law of karma is very stringent, that means the law of action and reaction.
Reaction.
So here another seventh meaning is coming up of karma here. Karma means transmigration arising from the creation of bodies made of material elements. Karma means by which we are taking bodies one after another. So karma means to stop. Karma means to stop taking bodies. Karma visarga sammitam. Visarga karma bhuta bhava udbhava karo. Visarga karma sammitam. So very deep understanding of karma is being given here. So let's look into Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary. Now, as I mentioned,
Prabhuji,
words are
we don't have a karma over here.
what we have. Don't have a karma over here. What?
A karma, like normally we speak about sukarma,
No.
vikarma.
See, there is a meaning of karma I'm asking. I'm not asking the meaning of akarma. Akarma has two different meanings. Akarma means no action or action which does not yield reaction. So you are doing action. So all this we have made it very, very clear in the first 6 chapters, and we have studied it quite in detail many times. So we have to become familiar with these terminologies. Otherwise, we cannot get into the subject deeply and
Prabhuji,
understand
connecting is very difficult, Prabhuji. When
what
you
is.
ask in bits and parts, like knowledge is there, but to connect it to the right moment,
Yes,
that's
yes. But that is what, if you have a small machine and you remove all the parts, and if you don't know how all the parts fit in, removing is easy, but how to again connect them? So you have to know the connections. We need to know the connections. That only will help us. So I am helping you to all connect now here, right? We are all trying to connect all these
so in
different.
these five, we will not connect a karma, right? Action,
Pardon?
reaction.
Pardon?
When you explain karma,
Yeah.
so in these five categories, we do not add a karma.
I am not able to clearly hear you what you're trying to say.
Prabhuji, now you explain karma with 5 arrows, right?
Uh-huh.
So in that category, a karma will not come. That is my question.
How akarma is going to come in karma?
Okay.
How
Yeah,
akarma is
now I
going to.
got it. Now I got it. Now I got
Uh-huh.
it. Thank you.
Your one word will have different meanings, another word will have different meanings.
Yes, I got it.
Akarma is a different word altogether. Of course, there is a prefix of a in it, and it means no action. It can also mean action which doesn't yield reaction. This is Bhakti Yoga, in fact. Bhakti Yoga is called
Exactly.
as akarma, in fact. But of course, not the Bhakti Yoga which is practiced in the beginning stages, but the Bhakti Yoga which is practiced in the perfected stages, which is also in one sense a beginning stage, where you don't get any reaction, that is also a karma. Bhakti is a karma in one fact.
Now I got it. Prabhuji.
Clear? Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Mute all of you, otherwise. Okay, as I mentioned, words are multivalent. Aksharam paramam. If paramam comes from para, then it means transcendental. Then Brahma is equal to transcendental, indestructible soul. If paramam refers to the supreme, then it means transcendental supreme being, that is God. So here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur takes this meaning, the second meaning. Brahman is the supreme destructible entity, not the living entity. If you can take it also the transcendental living entity, the transcendental is indestructible. You know that, right? So based on different acharyas' perspectives, there are different meanings. And when we study a particular acharya, we have to follow his line of thought. So here we have to take in this, in this context, what Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is taking. Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is taking the second one. Now, the terms Adi, Bhuta, Adi, Daiva, and Adhyatma. Now, they can refer to different, these are terms again, and they have different meanings in different contexts. We are familiar with Adhyatma Klesh, Adi Bhuta Klesh, and Adi Daiva Klesh. Now, of course, there is a relationship, but in one sense, here these terms have little different meaning, you have to understand. Adhyatma Klesh refers to the miseries of the body and the mind. Adi Bhuta refers to the other living beings, and Adi Deva refers to the miseries inflicted by the Devatas. But here, the jiva is covered by, there are three subtle coverings on the soul. One is the gross and the subtle body, which is called as Adhyatma. And then there are sense devatas, control the senses of the gross and the subtle senses. They are the Adi Deva. And there is a material manifestation, which is called as the Adi Bhauta, Adi Bhautika, or Adi Bhautika, no, Adi Bhautika, yeah, Bhautika, correct. Adhyatmika, Adi Daivika, and Adi Bhautika. Now, the jiva is covered by these three, coverings. There is the gross and the subtle body covering, which is called as Adhyatma. Then he is covered by the sense objects. He is conditioned by the sense objects. So that is Adi Bhautika. And the sense objects, the senses are under the control of sense devatas, Adi Daivika. Now, to give an example, there is food. There is the food department and the grains which come by rains. Now, can you tell me which is Adhyatma, Adi Bhautika, and Adi Devika? Let us see. Or in this food department and the food grains. Grains by rain, sorry. Anyone would like to try? Anyone? Think about it. Tukaram Mishkin Prabhuji. Yes, let's give our senior devotee Tukaram Prabhuji first a chance. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. First of all, I am junior most devotee.
That is your humility.
Clarification. Grains by rains is Adhyatmic.
Grains by rains is Adhyatmic.
Food is material manifestation. Food department is Devatas.
Okay, I'll now again simplify my example and try to understand the example and then now answer. Okay. Are you with me, Tukaram Mishkin Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there is the land. Okay.
Yeah.
The farmer tills the land. Okay.
Yes.
Is rain under his control?
No, Devatas.
So now you tell rains by grains is under whose control?
Sense Devatas.
So it is Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, or Adhyatmika?
Adhyatmic.
Prabhuji, Devatas are what?
Material
Adhyatmika or Adi Bhautika or Adi Daivika?
manifestation.
No, don't go by that. You go by the terms.
Okay. Yeah. Grains by rains. Adi Devik.
When you don't get any rains, what kind of clash it is? Suppose this rainy season, no rains. Which type of clash is?
Adi Devik.
Then Adi Devika. Okay, now human body needs food, correct?
Right, Prabhu.
So this body needs, soul needs food or what?
No.
So what needs food?
Food.
What
Food
needs?
department.
No. Understand my question.
Yeah.
Soul needs food.
No.
And so what needs food?
Adi Bhautik.
What is Adi Bhautik, Prabhuji? Don't. What needs food?
Yeah. Body needs food.
Which body needs food? Tell me now.
Physical body.
Physical body. Mental body doesn't need food.
No.
What? What is this?
Mental body also needs food, Prabhu.
Nice question you are asking me. Food also, the food what we give, it has a, there is a physical need, the mental need. At the mental level also it is absorbed.
Yeah, it's
The chitta, actually it is a thirst.
yeah.
There is a
Yeah.
physical thirst, there is at the, pranic
And
level also, your thirst has to be energy, pranas need,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So what is then the food then? Tell me now. Adhyatmik or Adhibhautik? Tell me now. Only the two choices you have.
Yeah.
What is food? Adhyatmik or Adhibhautik?
Adhyatmic, Prabhu.
Yes. Good. Okay. Now there is no choice, so we'll answer
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Now, when you grow this food and the foods is collected in the store,
Right.
and there is a person who is controlling it. He's a controller.
Yeah.
Now he will not release the food.
Okay.
So he's harassing this person. Correct?
Right.
And the public also, they store and keep it and then don't release it, right?
Yeah.
So what type of clash is that?
Adi Bhautik.
Adhibhautik. So the food department comes in Adhibhautik.
Right, Prabhu.
So now you get a little clear understanding. It's a very complex terminologies which is coming in the second canto 10th chapter. Only when you study that Bhagavatam, these Adhyatma, Adhibhautika and Adhidaivika are discussed in the second canto, 5th, 6th chapter and then the 10th chapter.
Right.
These are very complex terminologies, and that's why it becomes
Con-
difficult. Uh, so it becomes a little difficult. So nonetheless, little clear understanding you had now. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. So now I'm just again giving three coverings of the psychophysical body and mind is Adhyatma. The social other living beings are the Adibhuta, and the environmental higher living beings is the Adi. Like that, we are covered. The psychophysical covering, the social covering, and the environmental covering. Now, soul versus living entity. Living entity means soul with bodily coverings. Sometimes, Prabhupada uses soul, sometimes living entity. So, this goes through Shadvikar. But matter, it goes through three Vikar, not Shadvikar. It is created, it is maintained, and it is destroyed. Matter. Only three phases. But here, because there is soul, there is creation first, then there is growth. Matter doesn't grow, on its own because there is no living Atma there, And then there is, this is second, and then there is byproducts, children, And then there is light dwindling, and then there is Shaya, destruction, So there is again maintenance also is there. So like that, there are Shadvikars, 6 Shadvikars are there. This has come in the, 2.20 Bhagavad Gita. So when we say living entity means soul with bodily coverings. So just I wanted to clarify this. So now let's begin with Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary. The Lord answers. Brahman refers to the Akshar, that which does not get destroyed, that which is eternal and supreme. So here Akshar is not referring to the eternal indestructible soul, which is a liberated soul, but it is referring to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Shruti says, Etad Vaitad Aksharam Gargi Brahmana Vadanti. The knowers of Brahman call the Supreme Lord Tad, the indestructible Aksharam. So here Aksharam is not referred to the living entity, who is also indestructible, but to the Lord directly. And Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is translating Brahman as Supreme, and he is giving the Shruti Praman from Brahadanan. In verse 21, Vishwanath says that Akshara is Narayan. So directly later on, he'll say Akshara is Narayan. So that's how in the flow, Vishwanath Chakra Thakur is taking Akshara as supreme. Swabhava means that which produces oneself. Swam bhavayati, from the imposition of body. Swabhava. Swa is the Atma and takes a bhava of this material body, like that. In other words, it means the jiva since it creates the bodies. The jiva is called adhyatma, or the meaning of swabhav can be that which causes one to attain Paramatma. Swa meaning the Lord in this case. Swa is the Lord. Bhava means one who attains the Lord, one who is always conscious. In this case, Adhyatma refers to the purified jiva. So when you take Swabhava means that which causes to attain the Paramatma, then it refers to the purified jiva, since only the pure jiva is qualified to attain Paramatma. So then, it refers to, purified jiva. Otherwise, it is the jiva. And the jiva means here, he has a gross and subtle body. Swabhava adhyatma uchate. Okay. Now, okay, again, sometimes very heavy concepts. So as I'm inspired, I'm just Tukaram Mishkin Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Understand our question.
Yeah.
What is your nature in the material world? What is your nature? What is your nature, inclination? In the present kind of body you have, what is your inclination? What are you inclined to? Are you inclined for research, or are you inclined for business? Are you inclined for what?
You are asking me personal question, myself.
Yes, yes.
I'm a kind of passionate person, Prabhuji. I'm
Business.
in the mode of passion.
No, okay, but what is your inclination? More business inclination, or what is it?
Not business, service, Prabhu. Service.
Service everyone, but in your nature, it's more, you are more interested in management or in business management.
You can say management, general management.
Management. So that's your swabhava.
Right.
And this swabhava is because of the body, huh? Okay. Are you understanding?
I think it is because of my education and
No,
my,
no. All that is secondary,
yeah.
That is external, which is coming up. Internally, that swabhava is there. That's why externally you take that kind of education to take care
Okay.
of the internal swabhava.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this swabhava is called as adhyatma. Now, what is your soul swabhava? Do you know that?
No, Prabhu, because I'm in the bodily concept still.
Yeah. So when you swabhava means, by which when you attain the Lord, that time the soul swabhava, when it is manifest, when the jiva is purified, and it is attained, qualified to attain Brahman, that also can refer when you mention swabhava as the cause to attain Paramatma. So like that, two different meanings are there. Okay, I hope the first meaning is very important for us. That's it. You have to understand. Swabhava adhyatma uchata. And because of this swabhava, you do karma, And this karma generates, next body, and like that next body. And that's
Yeah.
why you keep on coming in this creation. So now the word karma refers to transmigration, visarga of the jiva, the creation of body is bhava through the material elements, bhuta. Bhuta bhava udbhava visarga karma samitam. It is called
Prabhu,
karma because it is produced from actions. From actions, these bodies are created.
Prabhuji,
Now,
sorry.
one second, let me finish.
Yeah.
I understand. Just let me finish. Understand, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that the word Parabrahma indicates only me. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur follows Vishnu Chakra Thakur and he also gives Akshara meaning as, Parabrahma. Aksharam, Brahma, Paramam. So, Paramam becomes Brahma, Paramam is Parabrahma, like that. Only me, the Supreme Lord, who am full of eternal divine attributes. Nitya Vishesh Bhagavad Swarup Tattva. It does not indicate the impersonal Brahma, which is devoid of all attributes and obtained by the path of Jnana. Nor does it indicate Paramatma, which is obtained by the path of Yoga. The word Adhyatma refers to the pure Jiva, completely devoid of any material relationships. So that's what Adhyatma, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions. Here, however, it does not indicate the eternal nature of an object. The word karma indicates the gross material body of the Jivatma, which arises during his transmigration through material existence. The material body of the living entity is formed from the material elements and fashioned according to his karma. Therefore, karma means transformation of material elements. Bhuta bhava udbhava. Bhuta bhava. Based on the bhava. If you have the bhava of a tamasic inclination, so you'll get a material body made of material elements which are tamasic. Rajasic, Rajasic, Sattvic, Sattvic. So although all bodies look similar, but there is difference in the whole composition. Every body is unique. That's why all bodily parameters of everyone you can see they are quite different. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Bhava. Okay, I will take this one more verse and then stop for questions. Okay. Adibhutam Sharo Bhava Purushaschaदिदेवतम् अधियज्ञो अहमेवात्र देहे देह भृतां वर. 1 minute, there is, I don't know. Aham. Adibhuta refers to all the temporary material objects. Adibhutam Sharo Bhava. Shara means that which is destructible. Adibhuta. The whole material manifestation is Adibhuta. Deva refers to the universal body of the Lord. Purushascha Adidevam. And I, on the other hand, Aham Eva, the Adiyagya situated in the body. Atra Deha, O Arjuna, best among the souls, situated in the body. Deha Bratam Vara. Deha Bratam Vara. Very poetically, it is brought out here. Arjuna is the best of the embodied souls because he is in relationship with Krishna. The word Adibhuta refers to the temporary objects, Sharabhava, such as pots and clothes. So all the temporary manifestations, this whole material world is also Adibhuta. The word Adideva refers to the person representing the totality of the universe. That is the Vishwarupa, with all the demigods, understood from the word Adideva as he within whom all the Devatas exist as the subjects. In the body, Atra, I, the Paramatma, am the Adiyagya, the person who induces others to perform actions like Yagya. But why should the word Eva for emphasis be used with Aham? Aham Eva it is mentioned. Since Paramatma Antarami is only my expansion or Amsha, Krishna's Amsha it is. It is because this Antaryami, though an Amsha, is non-different from me. Whereas the other items such as Adhyatma, Jiva are different. Jiva is different from the Lord. But that Amsha is not different from the Lord. So you can understand the Paramatma is also Bhagavan Shri Krishna only. Based on your conception, he acts like that. So in the Bhagavad Gita 9.29, Samom Sarva Bhuteshu, na dveshti na priyosvi asti, Krishna says. So there, this kind of a conception is when one considers the absolute truth as Paramatma. Paramatma is neutral. But the absolute truth, when the same Paramatma becomes Bhagwan, is a person. Person means there has to be reciprocation. So when the Bhakti yogis consider the Lord as Bhagwan sitting in the heart, and the Lord reciprocates. So then, in the next line of that 9.29, what does Krishna say? Samom sarva bhuteshu. I'll just open the verse. I'm also not able to recollect it. It is 9.29. Samoham sarvabhuteshu na me dveshyo sti na priya. Ye bhajanti tu mam. Bhajanti means worship. We worship Bhagwan. Tu mam, they worship me. Mai teshu chapyam. So the Paramatma reciprocates. So like that, because it is me only, and he is not different from me, that's why the word Eva has been used. Oh, best person, Vara. Vara means the best. Among those having bodies, Deha Pritam, you are the best of all in this body because you have a direct relationship with me as a friend. Okay, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, anything destructible which arises from perishable matter is Adibhuta. I mentioned the whole material world is destructible, so it is Adibhuta. The word Adideva indicates the universal fall, which is presiding Lord of the sun god and other demigods. So first is the sun god because it is chief of all planets. It also refers to the presiding deity of knowledge obtained by sense perception. Adideva refers to the presiding deity of knowledge also. And I, the indwelling supersoul residing within all embodied beings, am Adi Yagya. So that's it. So this next section we will begin in the next class. Now, if you have any questions on these 4 verses, I can take it up now. We have 5-10 minutes. So any questions anyone has? Yes, Tukaram Prabhuji. Yes, you had a question. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Generally, in our transactions, we suppose one person is very deals with angrily, so we say it is his swabhava, it is his nature. I mean, I'm trying to relate that way. What is explained here, I was trying to relate that understanding of a person, individual.
No,
You are
we are
getting my
speaking about nature, meaning, some people are jolly, some people are by
yeah,
nature serious or angry. We are not speaking about that kind of nature. We are speaking about the nature in terms of occupation. Are they inclined to Brahminical work, that is
yeah,
intellectual work? Are they inclined to administrative work, that is Kshatriya? Are they
oh,
inclined to mercantile work, Vaishya? Or are they inclined to basically labor work, that is, the Shudras? So
yeah,
this is a general inclination which we can see all over the world, universally.
yeah,
So
broadly,
that becomes our Swabhava then.
yeah, yeah. I
And
got
it's
it.
always a mixture. It's not,
Yeah,
it's not,
yeah,
like,
right. Thank you.
okay,
Got it.
fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Vinita Mataji, you have a question?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, today's class was a little heavy for me, so I would request you to share the slides
Mhm.
so I can go through it once more.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you very, very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवत गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय।